Welcome back to Primetime, everybody. We're here for another episode of our playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West as part of our Mapless Hard Mode Challenge. And if you're not quite sure what that is, the Mapless is basically we're not using the in-game map at all. So whenever I have to open the menu to take a look at stuff, I actually close my eyes like you see here, get off of that menu as quick as I can before I can start looking at things so that I don't see what the world looks like. I'm also not using quest tracking or fast travel, so I have to wander through the world and I have to figure out where things are by paying attention to context clues from quest givers, as far as like directions and such like that, and just sometimes just stumble into things like I've been doing recently. It's also being played on hard mode, which makes it a little bit more difficult in terms of combat, and it's just been a really fun and immersive way to approach the game from a first playthrough perspective, because too many games are too easy because they just give you signs on where to find stuff, and it just takes some of the joy out of exploration away from us. Now, in our last episode, we're gearing up for, it feels like a final confrontation. We ended up starting off by helping Katalo with his arm. So with the help of Gaia, he's able to create a new prosthetic arm for himself. And while he didn't want to put it on just yet. Instead, he's asked Aloy to accompany him to the north for a little bit of an errand by the bulwark, that big base that we kind of blew up. So arriving near where we face the giant Tremor Tusk robot, he explained that he wanted to test the arm by using it to take on the Scorcher, that big fire cat that's been plaguing the lands of the Sky Clan for some time. So the two of us engaged the beast, and Katalo kicketh much ass, though I kicked a little bit more, and we defeated the big fire cat before Katalo inexplicably decided he's just going to take the arm off. And right before I just ripped the arm out of his hand and smacked him across the face with it, because we went to a lot of work to get him that damn arm, he explained that while he appreciated the new limb, he didn't want to use it all of the time because it was him that overcame the circumstances of losing his arm to Regalla's forces, and that this was his new existence. He was accepting the loss of his arm, but he would still use the arm when it was needed, but no more. So his regular life, he would not use it. And I thought that was kind of an admirable way to approach it. And then, so you know what? I can live with that. I can live with that. And I hope that he does find it useful when the time comes. So returning back to Gaia base, we told Gaia that, you know what? We're ready to go. Let's assemble the troops and let's head off to capture Hephaestus. We all rode out, and one by one, Aaron, Zoe, Katalo, and Alva all split off to go to the other cauldrons to start their little diversionary tactics to trick the Zeniths into going after them, while Varl, Beta, and Aloy entered the Gemini cauldron to perform the merge between Gaia and Hephaestus. So securing Gaia inside one of the system cores, she called down to Hephaestus to get him into the second one, and once he arrived, she cut off his escape into the network, trapping him inside the Gemini system. And then so we started the merge. Hephaestus, though, not without his tricks, because he's already removed the alpha access, so we already know he figured out a lot of shit. But he managed to escape the core and get into the rest of the facility, turning on its machine manufacturing capabilities, forcing us to chase after us, while Beta worked pretty frantically to try to repair the system core that Hephaestus had damaged while he was fleeing. So after fighting a bunch of different corrupted machines that Hephaestus had subverted to its control, it eventually culminated in us having to fight a slaughter spine. It was one of the only creatures we hadn't fought yet. We ended up cutting off all of the other avenues for the rogue AI to get to, and forced it back into the system core, where Aloy and Beta worked hand in hand to merge it with Gaia and finally complete her, make her whole. As the process started to progress, though, we had another spanner get thrown in the works, as the entire ceiling of the cauldron was forcibly destroyed and collapsed down into the cauldron itself, revealing 3 members of the Zeniths, Eric, Tilda, and their leader, Gerard. And they just kind of floated down like angels from on high with their fancy technology. So a very short battle ensued when they showed up, where Aloy was very quickly knocked down by an energy blast from Gerard. We didn't even get a chance to fight. And ultimately, this culminated in Eric stabbing Varl and seemingly killing him. That's also led to the capture of both Gaia and Beta. And that was really hard. Varl has been with us, not just since the beginning of the game. He's been with us since the beginning of Horizon Zero Dawn, the first game. And it's really hard because he's about as close as someone can get to Aloy. And that was hard. It was a tough loss for us. But as Eric is about to finish the job that Gerard started with Aloy, out of nowhere, for reasons that we really couldn't understand, Tilda charged forward, blasted everybody with a massive surge of light and energy. Think like solar flare from Krillin and Dragon Ball, and disabled everybody there, at least momentarily, and ended up knocking Aloy herself completely unconscious. We awoke an unknown amount of time later in the ruins of some old world building, and we kind of started to explore around a little bit. She was contacted by a voice who revealed herself to be Tilda of the Zeniths, and that she wanted to talk to Aloy regarding the future of Earth and the Zeniths. We followed her directions to the outside of the structure, and we found her on something of a balcony of sorts, set up with some tables and chairs and a meal. And it was revealed that this was actually the place where she had taken Beta into the VR scape, that private data channel where she had tried to be nice to Beta. And Aloy is understandably a little wary of the potential threat that Tilda has to her, because really Tilda, there's nothing that could stop her from doing whatever she wanted to Aloy. But that's kind of tempered by the fact that she stopped Eric from killing her. She did eventually accept Tilda's offer to sit down for breakfast, as she put it. And Tilda told her that she wants to help. So following the first encounter that the Zeniths had with Aloy at the Hades Proving Grounds, Tilda had located Aloy's broken focus and managed to repair it. And with the repaired focus, gained access to all of the data that Aloy had accumulated across her travels and journeys, beginning when she had found the device as basically a 5-year-old, like a tiny child. And so this data painted a picture for Tilda to learn a lot more about Aloy, and helped her realize that Aloy was really almost effectively a reincarnation of her long dead friend, Dr. Sobek, and that the best parts of Dr. Sobek had been reborn in Aloy, and that she realized that she wanted to help her accomplish Dr. Sobek's will, which was to help Earth be reborn. She then kind of explained more of what was going on with the Zeniths, and that Gerard wants to take Gaia and use its terraforming control to basically reset the world to a dead state, and then rebuild it from the ground up into a way that will only suit those people that are like him, that are effectively immortals. She explains that basically we had never tricked the Zeniths at any point in time, that they knew what was going on, and that they were waiting. They had been tracking Hephaestus itself, and that when the other pulses went up from the different cauldrons that were trying to confuse the Zeniths, they knew what was going on and headed straight for us. And that even still, though, with all of this, there is still one chance that we have left to stop them. And this chance comes to us in the form of Silence. And we haven't heard from him in quite a while, but apparently Silence has been very, very busy since we last had a chat. Tilda has confirmed that Silence is the true power behind Regalla's rebellion, and that his Sons of Prometheus is the source of her machine forces. We kind of knew this, but we hadn't had it confirmed yet. And that for the price of these armies, Silence has demanded that Regalla assist Silence once she has defeated Hikaru and unified the tribe under her by launching an assault on the Zenith base, which will then allow Silence to take control after the dust settles. So Tilda explains that the Zeniths basically have no chance of actually losing to the Tenakth forces, and that Regalla's forces are almost assuredly completely slaughtered. But has still said that nonetheless, we should use this as an opportunity for us to sneak inside the Zenith base and steal both Gaia and Beta back before anyone knows what's happened, and then take control of everything. Now, Aloy, being the kind soul that she is not willing to sacrifice so many people to win. Even if they're on Regalla's side, she doesn't want to just kill everybody that opposes her. And she insists on another way. She tells Tilda to open up the secret data channel so that she can talk with Beta. And so with this, Beta and her hatch kind of a secret plan that we don't get to hear, and so neither does Tilda. She hatches a secret plan with Beta and tells Beta to continue to work to integrate Hephaestus with Gaia. Afterwards, Aloy says that she is going to end the war with Regalla, which is then going to force Sylens to work with her, because she's going to be the only game left in town that has any chance of opposing the Zeniths, and then also give her access to the new anti-Zenith weapon, which he's developed. But to do this, we're of course going to have to find a way to disable the machine armies that Regalla has. And so Tilda, seemingly still a little annoyed about the shift in power from her to Aloy in this discussion, very reluctantly gives her an answer to this problem. Apparently, not all of the Horus war machines are completely destroyed and inactive, and that we may be able to get to one of them and repurpose an old EMP weapon from one of them that will basically dismantle her armies. And so we need to go get one of those. Tilda's going to be waiting for us back at Gaia base, and that's our next step here. So, folks, let's jump on into this. It is time to take the fight to the Zeniths on the wings of the 10. And yes, rip Sylens. Everybody doesn't know, Lance Reddick is the voice of Sylens, and he has unfortunately passed very recently. And I don't know the extent of the rest of his role in this game or the DLC upcoming, but it was a sad day to hear that he had passed. So I do love his character in this. It's a really good character. But I did take some time to actually, instead of just leaving us on the other, literally the other end of the map from where we are, I decided I was going to take some time to get back to Gaia base so that we're not just traveling around so much. And I got to figure out, where's the darn ledge? It's right there. Okay, there it is. I don't normally approach this in the daylight, so it was kind of threw me off a little bit. But we're going to go back into Gaia base, and we're going to let everybody know that, first of all, we're alive, and that we've got a new plan. The base. Oh, jeez. Team Aloy is not looking good.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regalla is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regalla's rebels?
Not
the shit of it is that they're
Zeniths.
both right.
What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that.
Also, Three Volver, hey, how you doing? And I'm sorry, I think I saw Draw.
So,
Stupid goose. I think I saw Draw stop in too. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Sorry, got a little distracted by shit. And how you doing, Tasher?
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
the Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well, at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths and get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regalla.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regalla's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know.
Go.
Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
Oh, we will. We will.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't
Yes,
be long
ma'am.
before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
As
We
many
are.
as you can.
Good.
Before I do
You're
anything
doing
else,
good?
I should check on Zoe.
Playing a
Sounded cool.
Lovecraftian fishing game. You wonder how long it's going to take you to fish up a Cthulhu. Have fun with that, Tasher. Oh, but yeah, this hit hard because Varl, not only is he was he like basically the first ally that Aloy really had, who's been with her forever. He and Zoe had kind of fallen in love, so it was a really shitty thing to have happen. So I'm going to take a look at something real quick in here first, because I think I've got some stuff for the fabricator. Do I have any of this? No, I don't. Thought I need one more scanning here. All right, so I had a theory. Okay, so I don't know if that's right. So I have a theory. The thing that Beta gave us was the override for a Sunwing. I think that that's what this last one on the end is, the one with the gold on it is, because gold is typically, or I guess orange, is typically for very high value things. And being able to override and ride a Sunwing, which is basically a pterodactyl, is pretty awesome. And I'm really looking forward to it. Now, let's see. Where is the... Okay, it's kind of pointing to it, it looks like.
Huh. That door's unlocked now.
Think? Where is the east door? This is the west door. That means... Where's it pointing to us? Do I got to go downstairs to get to the east door, or is it maybe... No, because I don't think I've ever gone out the east door before. I don't think I've ever exited this place to the east. This might be it right here. Maybe? Yeah, okay, yeah. I've never gone to the east before. I'm assuming that this is going to be about Varl. Oh, this is a
Over
really
here,
nice
Aloy.
place. Oh, this is cool. I didn't know Zoe had set this up out here.
We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So
that's a
when we
really
returned
pretty
from
view.
Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plains Song and further
Watch the
east
sunrise.
to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Bala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Bala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds.
She made a seed pod for him. For those of you who don't remember the Utaro, Zoe's tribe, wear that little thing on her chest. It's a seed pod so that when they die and are laid to rest, plants grow from the grave.
Roots rot in snow. Still the seed rises as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child. Aloy.
Of course she is.
I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead,
Okay, this might be a little heavy-handed on the writing.
I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can.
Sit
For
with
now.
Varl.
I need
That's
to go to the
just-
fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear.
That's heavy.
Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regalla will never forget.
Okay, so the whole I'm pregnant thing was a little heavy-handed, just a little cliched. I think I would have liked it better without that, but it still hit hard. But all right, I guess we're going to the fabrication terminal, and now we'll be able to do the final that other override.
You know, we've never played the machine strike together.
Oh no. I got enough trouble with Kitalo, always kicking my ass.
And so this will be the Sunwing. Hey, look at that. I'm right. No cost, thankfully.
Override installed. Now to find a sunwing.
The good news is I'm pretty sure there's
Some roosting at the
Sunwings.
top of the mountain.
Yep, right outside the west entrance.
We're taking those space slugs down.
That's not the west entrance. Where is the west entrance? I think it's this. Yes. Let's go find us a Sunwing. There are others around, but I'm fairly certain there's some up top. I think it's a group, though, so this might be
Okay,
fun.
I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
Let's go. Yep. Right over there. Not too far away, it looks like. Question is, though, how am I going to get to override just one? My concern is I'm gonna accidentally trigger the entire group, and that's going to be not so fun. Okay. So, oh, okay, they're all kind of...
Machine's resistant to plasma.
All right, so they're all kind of just sitting around. That's cool. So, as long as I sneak up behind them, I should be
There's Sunwings
okay.
up here. I'll have to approach them quietly.
Because they're all looking ahead, it looks like. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go, folks. Can I mount up? Mount up. Let's go!
This is it! I'm in the air!
Oh, that's awesome.
Tilda,
Okay,
I'm in the air.
Then you'll
Holy
want to put
shit.
an energy cell on one of the
We're
ancient
flying.
Forest Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software.
oh, that's
To deploy
awesome.
it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines referred to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
Oh, that is sick. Oh, this is gonna... I'm gonna get so sidetracked so easily. Holy hell. All right, I gotta turn off the quest tracking, though, first. All I can think of is Tucci and his airship. Ah! I've been looking for this guy. Wait, what?
As far as I should go.
Oh, leaving the play... Whoa, 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 whoa. How am I leaving the play area? I'm still in the play area. What? I'm still in the play area, you stupid game.
I wonder what they used all these machines for.
Like, okay, is there a height issue? Or am I only allowed to fly in certain places? Okay, I'm trying to figure out the rules. This is really cool, though. Good news! You get to use a Tolnec for something that isn't map-related. I have to do the quest bit first. Oh, okay. So I gotta figure out where the Tolnec is.
There's a tall neck. Need to get on top of its head.
Oh, this is so cool.
Now, how to land this thing?
That's a great question. How do you land this thing? This is the first tall neck we've gotten onto. Is this going to do anything to the map? Is this going to open up the map so I see it?
Just gotta override it.
Like asking for me. Probably. Okay. Yes, okay. Wow, that's loud. Wow, that was loud.
Okay, Tilda, I've overridden the tall
First tall neck overridden.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regalla's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Oh, can I not? Oh. Oh, I gotta call the Sunwing. Oh, this is cool. What are we calling this son when we called the horse Carl?
Whoa! Get used to that.
Okay, so where is the horse? The only one I remember was back in No Man's Land, which would have been to the east. We're gonna call it Samantha, Gek? Is that what you're thinking? Oh, this is just so neat. It's gonna make doing questing so much simpler. Like, unbelievably simple. Now, I think the picture that we got from Tilda indicated we're supposed to land somewhere near the head.
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back.
Right there. Pick up.
Got the cell. Now on to the grove.
The grove
Pulse from Atomic should have reactivated all
would
the energy
be
cells in the region.
here.
You should be able to pick up more from the horse I fly to.
Really?
Even after I deal with Regalla.
Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so the grove, I think, is this way. Because I think that is Saltbite up there. There's a Thunderjaw running around down there. See him right down there by the turbines? He looks so tiny from up here. This enables at least 3 quests. Yeah, at least 3. I think that that's the arena in front of us.
Regalla's
Whoa.
reinforcements, maybe.
That's a tremor tusk.
I hope Hikaru and Tenakth can hold out a little longer.
Here we go. Yep, that's the arena. Okay, so what do they want us to do? But this enables at least 3 quests, and I think another cauldron that we haven't done.
All right, here we go.
Here we go what? Do I just go to the front? Oh, here we go. Jesus. How many mama kills you got?
Regalla's inside. Hikaru will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
Bombs away! Bye-bye to Regalla's army.
Is that... It's Aloy!
She flies on the wings of the 10.
The tide has turned! Push through!
Get him! Oh, no, you don't.
End of the line, Hikaru. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regalla!
Your war is over.
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
I don't need a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
Okay.
We'll see about that.
I wouldn't port the cart before the charger there. Am I actually fighting this, or are we gonna cutscene this sucker? I think we're actually fighting.
For me?
You show strength!
2, 3.
Weak of blood, weak of mind.
Oh, nice shots.
Useless.
Where's my health potions? No, no. Do I not have any health potions? That's not good. Oh, wait a second.
Lift the muscles from your body and hang you from a tree.
Nice combo work. I'm working on Arasta. She's good at these arena switches, though.
So that's how it's gonna be.
Enjoy javelins! Oh, you got some too, huh? Whoa! Okay, that might be problematic. You might want to get on your shield wing, like right now.
This is where it ends.
Okay, alright, alright.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-oh, that was bad.
Come to me.
1, 2, 3. Oh, nice. Ooh, yeah. Suck on that. Take another. And another.
Live on as a memory.
Oh, nice hit. 1. Oh, nice block. Okay, we'll go back to explosives. Okay. That's right, the fucking bullshit from plasma. Not being able to block is a little bit of a problem for me. Yeah! Got her. Let it. Out of ammo. Ow. 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 Nice try. No, 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 not today.
I will carve my story into you.
Take another. Regalla, where's all your armor? Oh, missed. Gotcha. No, not today.
This is all you are? If you offered your blood, I'd spit it!
Ooh, headshot right at the end. Got her.
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cows.
Sometimes she has her armor back,
Go
yeah.
ahead, run me through.
Cutscene armor.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
Okay, well then, that's the end of it.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the 10. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous.
I don't know what the answer is.
But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
So, this would be my plan. We've already established that, from Tilda, that Silence is using her, and that Silence knows this is a suicide mission. The question that I have here is, would she believe it if we presented her with proof that Silence knew this and was just going to get her killed anyway? And that all of this would be for naught. It would be for his success. I don't know. I kind of want to see if we can get her to fight with us. I mean, I don't know if this is going to mean anything, because like the last time we had a choice about whether someone lives or dies, we really didn't have a choice. So we'll see, though. Have a good night, Toad. Thanks for being here. I'm going to go with there's another battle ahead.
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
I don't think I trust her, really.
Chief,
but
there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
I don't know. I trust Hikaru. If Hikaru trusts her, you know what? I'm willing to give her some rope. But what exactly happened in the throne room? Oh, uh-oh. This one of the sons of Prometheus?
To our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the outlander who defeated Regalla.
Because of course Silence already knows.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
Of course. We know exactly who this is. Hello, Silence.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regalla's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No.
Not much you can do.
With Regalla gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead.
Oh.
May it keep you safe.
Armor? I like armor.
Thank you.
I mean, I doubt I'll like it compared to what I'm wearing, but I'll take rewards.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
I've made you very
it's a pleasure
desperate.
to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because you don't have a
Because
choice.
I'm the only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late.
Ah! Yeah! Outstanding.
Tilda, you there?
Standing.
I did it. Silence is on board. So head to my base.
I mean, he better be on board.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
Okay, so we just got something. Tenakth High Marshal. I doubt I'll like it, but that's a cool looking bit of armor, though. It's got fire and purge water weaknesses. It's a melee focused armor. I don't know. I'm still very bow centric. And I just, like, none of those skills are helpful for me, really. Because I don't like living at low health, because in hard mode, it's really easy to die that way. Resonator Blast is okay, but I don't use it enough for it to be a huge thing. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a great armor for me. It's fine. I do need to turn off the Singularity quest. We're just going to go back to base. We don't really need the tracking to know where the base is, but whatever. Do we have a break in the story already? Yeah, we just had that one big quest, I guess. It was a really cool quest, though. I think I'm going to grab myself a... Okay, everybody stop talking. I'm trying to talk here. One at a time. Where's my Sunwing? There it is. Oh, hello. Now, can I fly anywhere now? I hope so. Because this is pretty awesome. I wish I had a little bit further out camera view. But this is a great way to figure out everything that I missed and see what's around here, so, you know? Let's go see Silga. And then we'll head on back to Gaia. Or Gaia base, rather. God, this is so delightful. Yeah, just grab the thing. Just grab it. Oh. Like, can you imagine just jumping off the back of this thing onto the drone? That'd be sick.
I don't want to fly in there. I should have done
Oh, it's the area around Hidden Ember that's warded. You can't take machines into settlements. And apparently that extends even flying above one. This is just so relaxing and calming. Just to see all of the amazing scenery. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to figure out if they can actually hit me. I'm curious. Can a Ravager shoot me? Okay, so that Ravager isn't even fully loaded. Oh, Apex. I don't want to screw with him. Regular Behemoth, okay. There's a few machines I'm still looking... Do I want the answer? You can experiment. I'm going to experiment. Bye, Slitherfang. Okay, it doesn't look like those are hitting me. But that's also the sound burst that doesn't do damage. So... They can absolutely see me. The question is, can they aggro to me? Or, well, they can aggro to me. Can they hurt? Can they hit me? That Slitherfang is so upset right now. It is so upset. What's the matter, buddy? You can't reach me? Na 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 na. He is so grumpy. Oh, that was great. Okay, Silga, where is she? She's around here somewhere. If it was a Monster Hunter game, would have tried to mouth laser me? Yeah, pretty much. All right, I think that is... Oh, wait, no, that is Silga. All right, that is Silga right here. Can I touch down here? Can I jump off? Yes, I can. Okay, that might hurt, but I can jump. Hey, Silga, I got your stuff!
Aloy, the words stopped coming from the spike. What happened? This is what was speaking to your rig. It's old world equipment used for communicating over long distances. The message must have shut off when I took it, but I heard the note the voice was talking about. What was it? During an ancient war, a woman was trying to deliver supplies to a man she knew. She wanted him to know that there has to...
I love how the Sunwing is flying in the background. Do you see it when she looks up at the sky?
It should be thinking of him when the end came. Oh. I guess she and I are kin, of a sort. I wish I could give my brother a message like that. Tell him that I forgave him. He would have wanted that. I know. This man, the old one, did he ever hear the message? I don't think so. I guess that's often the way of it then. But still, with the power of that device you found, the sender had hope that he might have heard it. What a feat! To send messages near and far. Can I keep this? It's a treasure. Of course. Thank you.
See, it's still flying around in the background.
Sometimes people don't ever get to hear what they should. But with this thing, maybe I can get them talking to one another. From Mainspring all the way to who knows where.
Hey, I found a few more things in the supply cache. Might be able to make something out of them. Can I use your workbench?
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, right over there.
Oh, what can I make?
Anytime, Aloy. It's all yours.
Am I gonna actually make something cool?
What to do with these parts?
Soka's such a nerd. She is the revolver. What can I make? Quest items. Ooh. Spinthorn's Spike Thrower. Crafted from old world technology, this weapon launches drill spikes which cause damage over time and excel at tearing off armor or machine parts. Ooh. That actually sounds decent. I think I'd like to look at that.
Can't wait to try it.
Let's take a look at that. So it has tear. Ooh. Oh, okay. This is promising. Okay, so I actually don't have a weapon in my top slot. I don't think. Or wait, no, I do. It's that. Oh, I don't know that I'd want to replace any of these, though. Oh. All right, well, let's... I don't think that this is going to be better than the other spike thrower I've got. 288, 180, probably not even close. No, not even close. Oh, that's a shame, because that seems really good. I think it's outstripped by everything else I've got. Damn. If I'd done this earlier, it probably would have been awesome. That's a shame. Let's go. We're back at Gaia Base. We've recruited Regalla. We've now got Silence, who I assume is going to show up because we really haven't given him much choice in the matter now. And we're going to talk about our plan with them and Tilda now about how we're going to take down the Zeniths and how we're going to win. And this is going to be a very audacious plan, especially since Aloy's keeping some shit back in reserve and in secret from everybody because she's got a secret plan with Beta right now.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Oh, goody.
Thanks.
He is going to be so happy to see us.
Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again,
I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Oh, I can't.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
Can I mount it on a sunwing?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
You do gotta give him points for being clever enough to figure it out.
Oh, no. You first.
And she doesn't know how he figured it out or what he did. The fact that she doesn't know the countermeasures to her own shield is rather telling.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Okay, so which one is the control room? That's not the room where Gaia is, right?
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
I cleaned it already.
Yeah, of course.
Or is the control room where the terminals are? I like you can see the sunwings flying around outside. You can occasionally see it pop in on the edge of the on the edge of the HUD.
Did you need something?
That's funny. Leave it to someone desperate enough to figure out a weakness to someone that shouldn't have a weakness. Yeah, and I think what the problem though is, Kirby, is that I think that they have grossly underestimated Silence. They think that he's just a stupid tribal.
Very useful. Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
God, what a prick. Lance does such a good job with this character. But what a prick.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
You're pretty sure that Lance did the mocap for him too? Ooh, that's cool. I mean, it makes sense because he looks like Lance too. So you're saying now, after all of this time, after you denied it, that you actually did sick the Zeniths on us. Man, oh, I can't wait until after this is over and that you decide to pull your little scorpion act. I'm gonna gut you like a goddamn fish.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail?
How else were they going to get in?
For that, we wouldn't be here today.
Mm-hmm. How else were they going to get in the lab then if they didn't have it?
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
Okay.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings.
It's not wrong.
After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
I feel like Tilda could figure it out without too much time if she wanted to.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah.
So has he never even met Regalla?
How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
Okay.
So you promised her Regalla and the Tenakth.
Yeah, seems reasonable so far.
A machine-riding army and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes.
Because you could put conditions on Regalla, not so much on Hekarro.
All Regalla craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
It was very easy to manipulate. And I'm curious how this is going to go when the two of them, I think, finally... Because I don't think they've met. I think that he has only sent intermediaries like a Sarah.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Which they subsequently destroyed.
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Alright, be ready.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
At the end of the day, I don't trust either of them. I trust Regalla more than I trust Silence and Tilda. I don't have a choice with those two. By the way, your sister said that the people are comparing the D&D movie to The Princess Bride in terms of quality. So to me, that puts it on a pretty
Sure, yeah, of course.
high expectations. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing it at some point. I don't know when I'll see it, but I've heard it's good. The fact that you didn't deny that it is something. Yeah, you're right, Kirby. All right, so where do they want us to go? Am I going up to where Gaia was? Not quite clear where they want us to meet.
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us.
Maybe we are supposed to come in here.
I should handle before that?
Gather companions. Let's go.
All right,
I'm ready.
I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest.
Is it the facility I thought?
To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower.
It is.
Gaia and Beta are being held at the top.
That is what I saw.
But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance.
Okay.
Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones scorsing.
Spectres we can take.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right.
The secret plan with Beta.
We'll meet up again just before we go in.
We can fight specters.
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay.
So nearby where her house was.
I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute?
Okay.
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important.
Are we going to find out what the secret
There's
is?
an installation inside the base.
It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
She is a spy.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
All right.
Okay. Almost time to go after Beta and Gaia. Might be good to check up on everyone first.
This is an interesting trope. You can trust a warrior more than you can trust an intellect. You're not wrong. In a lot of plays, you can trust an intellect to scheme. That's not normally a good thing.
I never thought I'd see metal bound to flesh in that way.
Yeah, he seems happy with it. Probably because he could crush me like a grapefruit.
That is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Can I use any of those? Do I want to use any of those? Okay. Just +3 defense for everything. Ooh, okay, so that's like... That's not bad. That's useful. Sure. Any new coils I can use with these? Ice. Want to keep that. What about this? Concentration damage, critical hit chance. I'm not going to get any better on any of these. These are all purple coils. This one might be. I can find a better version. This one's shock. Another shock plus... There we go. Let's do that. Shock is one of the more valuable status effects, and the more shock I can put on, the better. Very rare. Okay. Overdraw and reload speed. Okay. Okay. Acid. Okay. We can get behind some acid. Impact damage. Knockdown power. Let's see. How do we want to play this? Impact damage is not bad. What else can we throw on here? Stealth damage, more acid. Knockdown power is good to have. Do another acid? I don't... Yeah, we'll do another acid. I don't like this bow very much. Like, this bow could be good, but it just doesn't feel that. Have I done the arena much at all? I kind of stopped doing them because I got very frustrated with the 2-on-1 encounter at the bulwark. We could make another try for that. We could make another go at those.
We're taking those space slugs down.
I'm trying to think which ones I did. I did the one in Scalding Spear. I did the one in Chain Scrape. I didn't do the one in the Bulwark. And then I assume there's another one in Thorn Marsh. We could go check those out. Oh. Actually, what's the next progression on this? go to the rendezvous point. So we just go. All right. Did the bird just...
Glide in?
Can you pick me up out of the air? Oh, that's awesome. You can actually, it actually picks you up while you're in the air. That's cool. Thor and Loki, you call them? Yeah, we can go give a shot and see what happens with Thor and Loki. So it does mean I need to find the bulwark. The bulwark is just down this way. Hunting ground, okay, maybe. I don't know. Can I touch... Well, I can just jump off and just glide. I don't know, we can try Thor and Loki again now that I've got a little bit more health, maybe.
Getting down now.
Oh, God! Okay, it wouldn't let me do the glider. Okay. Okay, so I can't use the glider. That's good to know. That sucks.
Champion, over here. I've got something to tell you.
That's annoying. For falls, maybe some impact resist armor. That's annoying. Like, was that a glitch or was that intended? I don't know. Either way, it's annoying. Glitch? Really? Okay. Now I gotta get my bearings again. I should be able to jump off and glide. Weird. Okay, there's the tremor tusk again. God, I still can't get over how cool this is. I know there's an option to automatically deploy the shield wing when you're falling. But, like, I didn't even see a prompt. There, okay, there it is. Okay, so I think you need enough time for it to appear. That is an interesting choice. Okay, let's try this. Well, I guess we'll try the melee pit again. I would love one of those gliders. Those would be cool.
I set up something new since you were last here.
Oh, great. Oh, awesome. Oh, no, it's the same one. Okay. All right. Surely you wouldn't hurt yourself. No, you wouldn't. Oh, come on! We're already into this bullshit.
Where is your confidence? Use your blade. Face me. You have met. Hyper.
No! No, cat, no!
Fight on, brother.
I'll survive.
Good choice of attack. Good combinations. Challenge.
I'm working on it, dude.
Stand and fight. Keep that. Sure, my blade hasn't fallen.
There's one.
Defeat.
Damn. Oh, I'm not down.
Conviction. Do you fear me? This fight, brother. My blade.
I'm dead. I might be in trouble. Oh, I got health back? What? How did I get health back? Ow.
Enough.
Nah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, they're insanely aggressive. I've got Regan. Oh, okay. No, stop with this shit, folks. Go away. I'm banning y'all.
Not combat.
You want me to do this shit and then you sabotage me. Fuck y'all.
Good choice of attack. Good combinations.
He has no right spinning that as fast as he does.
Excellent combination.
Rock. You all right?
Arreo.
My blade can still strike. You trained to fight, so fight.
1, 2, 3. Come on. Oh no, he's not.
Brother, keep that blade. Use what you were taught.
A still blade is a useless blade.
Oh, come on! That went through him! That went clear through his face. Oh, come on. Just actually hit it. What the hell?
Enough. The challenge is
How
over.
did you miss so many fucking shots, you stupid fuck? Do I keep doing this until I win?
Is a useless blade.
You all right?
Oh. Okay, can you get me up here, bro?
You trained to fight, so fight.
Excellent combination.
Wait, did he just fucking kill his own dude? He just fucking did.
You've mastered. Blood of the 10. We yield.
Are you fucking kidding me? He killed his own fucking dude.
Damn, you're tough. I think Varrock might have even cracked a smile. Here, you've earned this mark.
You shot Church, you team-killing fucktard.
Marks. One more to go.
I'm taking it. I really don't
Most
care.
never even get this far. Good luck getting your final mark. And let me know if you want a rematch, another challenge, or more training. You'll always be welcome here.
Save, dumbass.
I already took a break. You make me take another one?
Until next time, Arreo.
And we'll be here.
Fuck that dude. Putting my other outfit back on. I just heard a break after all day. Okay.
May your enemies fall.
Why has he got a quest on there still? Well, this confirms there's only one more pit left. So that's helpful. And I'm all but certain it's gonna be either in Tide's Reach or it's gonna be in Thornmarsh. I'm assuming it's Thornmarsh. Because I don't think there's enough room for shit at Tide's Reach. But I guess we're gonna go take a look at Thornmarsh and see about getting our final mark. Come on, buddy! We located Thornmarsh. Let's go ahead and drop on in and see if we can find ourselves a melee pit. I assume there is one here. This seems like a much better spot for it than the other places. Yes, there is. Melee pit for Thornmarsh. Who do I talk to about this one? That dude over there. What's up, buddy?
This is a training pit, right?
Yeah, our squads practice close combat drills here. Name's Tenakth. I'm the master of this pit. And you must be the one who flew on the wings of the 10. Took out Regalla's machine army before defeating her in a duel. Still, you can always use more practice.
This is one of the best parts of this
And just
game,
like
I
the other
think.
clans pits, the rules here are the same.
Is that they
offer
have very
training
much.
and challenges.
They have so much
You can use your
attention to
spear
world
and a
state.
training bow. All other gear stays with me while you're in the pit. If you can complete all of my challenges, I'll let you fight me.
He sounds like
And
the
when I
Drifter
win,
from
I'll earn a
Destiny
mark for
2.
the
I have
enduring?
no idea who that is.
That's right. Once you've earned marks from here, the bulwark and scalding spear, you'll be able to challenge the enduring.
Okay.
The masters at the other pits didn't say much about who the enduring is. I guess you won't either.
You want to know more? The sooner you earn 3 marks, the sooner you'll find out.
I really enjoy the fact that if you look at his, when he's talking, he's actually, you can see his lips moving behind the helmet, which is really cool. All right, what are the challenges? Oh, that's a lot of... Ah, okay. So I need to actually get... I don't have that melee tree fully done. Spinning Scythe and Half Moon Slash.
I've trained enough.
Let's get those learned. So I don't have that fully unlocked. I think I've got one of... I need the Spinning Scythe still. Nice. I wanted to see about finishing this tree. I need 5 points for that. That's okay. All right, let's talk to him again.
Here to try.
We'll try it again. Challenges. Destroyer chain. All right, so close on the power attack, then shred your opponent with the destroyer before finishing off with an accurate shot. Okay. Power attack, hold R2, then destroyer is R1, pause, and then 4 R1s. Okay. I'm not great with a lot of these combos.
Honor and strength.
1. That timing is really deceptive. You gotta be, like, ready beforehand. I wish it gave you some more leeway on that. Two, 3, 4.
Want to maximize damage to a single opponent? Break their weapon lock. Then, follow up with the destroyer.
Okay. Honestly, for the most part, my strategy works pretty well. Reap and clear. All right. Destroyer is effective, and I'm just not very good at the timing. Pause, R1, R1. Hold the last R1 of Spinning Scythe to prepare a Half Moon Slash while holding the stick forward. Jesus, fuck, this is complicated. While holding the stick forward, release R1, holding the release R2 to jump over your opponent. Holy shit. Okay, so it wants me to do R1, R1, pause, R1, R1, hold, release it, hold R2. Jesus, fuck. Okay. Give it a shot. Oh, it fucked up. I fucked up. Oh. Okay, I gotta redo it again. What? One, two. Oh. Because you gotta wait after, because you can't pause after the button press, you gotta wait for the hit. God, I hate these pause moves. They're so not very well communicated. I will never use this combo in combat. I will never use this combo in combat, ever.
The spinning scythe not only hits multiple enemies, it clears the space around you.
I will never use that combo. Never. It's terrible to execute. All right. Way too complicated to actually use in a combat. All right. Energy surge, R1, 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 pause, R1. Hold the last R1 to prepare a half moon slash, and then... Okay, so it's the same setup here as the last one. You're just changing the initial setup. Oh, whoops. Like, these are just awful. Oh. See, it doesn't want you to pause your inputs at all. Yeah. Oh, I missed it. I fucked up. I didn't hold the button at the end like I should have.
Energize your spear, then energize your enemy by chaining that energy surge with other attacks.
Heat of battle, this makes it very hard to use these. Alright, power rush. Before the attack finishes, hold R1 to prepare a half moon slash. Release, then boom, boom, R2, and then, oh wow, this is a nasty one. Alright, so R2 for the charge attack. Then before it finishes, you go into a half moon slash. Then you do R1, R1, R2, and then shoot with an arrow. Okay. I will probably fuck this up a few times. It didn't even do the second attack. Okay, whatever. I held R1. Thank you.
Starting with powerful attack can be tricky because they're so slow.
So opening with half moon actually is potentially viable as a standard attack. So that combo's a little bit more feasible. But all the ones with pauses are just horrendous. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ow. No, that was cool. Can I fucking move, sir?
That's it. You're done.
I didn't even get a move off. Oh.
Let's put on a show. This isn't an archery range.
Oh! Oh, no, back off.
Stop shooting! Start fighting!
I'm working on it, buddy. Oh, come on. No, 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 no! Fuck me. Ah, I'm dead. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh! Okay. So what I'm finding is R1, R1.
You really know how to knock someone out.
Yeah, this is a much better fight.
Here.
This actually teaches you technique.
Thanks. That makes 3.
Yeah, then I think it's time for you to face the Enduring.
Cool.
Will you tell me who they are now?
You'll see soon enough. Go to the mountains north of the Desert Clan's territory.
Okay.
The Enduring awaits where the ruins of Metal Wings rise from the mountain. Good luck.
Okay, north of Scalding Spear.
This pit remains open to you. I know I'd gladly accept a rematch.
Okay. It's a lot more fair than 2-on-1 when I don't have gear. That's kind of the issue I have. Like, I have no problems with a 2-on-1 fight, but don't take my gear. So what I'm finding is a highly efficient combo, though, is R1, R1, R2, hold. Because it'll send you into the shield breaker setup, and it immediately gets you into a charged R2, which you can release for good hits. And I noticed that it pretty consistently charges your resonator. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Because what I've noticed is that when you do a lot of regular combos, it sometimes is very slow to get yourself into a charged attack after you're done. So it seems to be a very smooth way to build yourself into a nice, like, 4-hit combo that's pretty solid. All right, so we've got this done. And I guess it's time for us to go back to Scalding Spear and see if we can find the Enduring. Because it's a really nice reward to finish it, because it says you get, like, spear extra damage, which is amazing. Let's go. Ah! Don't run into the things. Okay, can I move? Okay, like, it will let me go into there because it was going to run into stuff. There we go. Love how it plucks you up and flips you on. It's a really cool animation. Like, there are so many things in this game that they do such an amazing job when it comes to animations and such. And then it's exceedingly frustrating at some of the way the mechanics just don't work. Ooh, what is that? That's a hunting grunt, I think. That's cool. And this is the sort of travel that I just adore. Oh, this is the hunting ground. Never mind. I don't know what that other thing is then. That is a that's a tremor tusk, or is it a fire claw? This is a tremor tusk. Okay. I need to actually go hunt some tremor tusks at some point. I need to come up with 3 apex tremor tusk hearts at some point, which is not going to be fun. There's Fall's Edge. Oh, did I miss a base? Well, fuck yeah, I missed a base. I missed a base. Now, am I ballsy enough to just drop it on this base? Am I? I don't know. I could just float up here for a minute and scan. They have no clue I'm up here. Oh, maybe they do. Oh, okay, maybe they do. Never mind, they do. Evasion plan Delta! Fly, fly! Okay, they know I'm here. Let's go! I am very stupid.
Close on her!
1, 2.
There's a Nora warrior here!
Ah, you missed. 1, 2. 1, 2. Actually, it's a 5-hit combo if I do this correctly. Oh, hi. Hello. Who just did that? Oh, that would probably be that thing. This is probably one of the ballsiest things I have ever done in this game. One, two. One, two, three. Got him. All right, that's actually a really efficient combo. I think the leader's down. I think that was the leader. I'm coming for you next. If I can actually get up to you. Ow! Fucking.
Okay, better.
Quit moving!
I've had enough of your bullshit. Get back here. Oh, I'm not even using my good arrows. Wow, I'm really smart. Why game? Those arrows are not my good arrows too. Oh, I really hate it when they get these stupid-ass critical moves. One, two, three, and critical, or power attack. There we go. Oh, you're not dead. Now you are. I still don't have... I need to make these. Damn, I need to make some more of these. 2, and 3. There is still somebody sitting up there. Right?
Whoa! Right there!
I got a javelin with your name on it. Let's go. That was awesome! That was awesome! That was amazing. Oh god, the game is freaking out. Is there anybody left? Nope. Nope. Hey, get back here!
Over here!
Such a good combo.
These rebels won't be bothering anyone else.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, that's that. Okay, apparently I missed one of the rebel camps. I didn't even know this one was here. Let me refill on my healing, though. Okay, I think I like the javelins. In combat situations, they're kind of useful. I should probably use them more. I also hear green shine somewhere.
More of these tags. Gonna keep them for now, until I figure out what to do with them.
Yay, green shine! Any other cool stuff around here? Be honest now, how many actually thought I was going to win that? I honestly wasn't sure I was going to win that either. Let's see. Grab those. Grab that. That. You knew I would? Well, thank you for having faith in me, Gak. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. There's Scalding Spear. The burb has given me newfound confidence and skill. Fair enough. All right, so we are at Scalding Spear, the mountains north. Okay, and they said, like, where the metal wings stick out of the mountains? Is that what the phrasing was? I don't think I've seen an area quite like that, but let's look around and see what we can find. We could go a bit further. Oh, you know what? No, I know where it is. We saw this arena. We saw this arena earlier when we were looking for the spot for Katalo's arm. It is up here somewhere. We happened across an empty arena. I just had forgotten about it. I just don't know where exactly it is, though. Where did we find it? I'll know it when I see it. I think we're too far out of the way. I will know it when I see it, though. Assuming I can see it. That's also assuming it loads properly. Because I'm not 100% sure it's going to load properly if I don't get close enough to it. Where did we see that? Because that's the flooded village. Is it up higher? Like, it was... I remember it was really remote. But I don't remember how remote. And I don't think we're in the right zone now. Maybe? I don't know. I think I'm also too far east now. Wait, no. That's it, isn't it? That's it.
The Enduring is supposed to be around here somewhere, near an ancient plane. Now that I have all three marks, I can challenge them.
This should be it.
Looks like a training pit. But the Enduring's not here. I should keep looking.
Near a plane. Well, this is a plane, right? Okay, so we found the pit. He's just not quite here. He's somewhere nearby. There was... I think there was a... is that a fire? Yeah, okay, he's down here.
Better check it out.
Okay, so he's close, just not actually there.
This'll be in my stash when I need it.
You lost your courage.
That's the Enduring.
What?
Sleeping?
It's a she. I was not expecting that, but that's cool. Can I talk to you?
Hello?
Oh, must have dozed off again. Oh, aren't you a wild flame?
Are you the Enduring?
That's what they call me. Azureka the Enduring.
Okay.
What do they call you?
A lot of things, actually. But my name's Aloy. I heard you're the best fighter among the clans. But you're not what I expected.
We can't all be as handsome as Hikaru, now can we?
I earned 3 marks from the training pits. I was told to come here and challenge you to a duel, but do you still even...
Uh-oh.
Ah, here we are.
Looks are deceiving, Aloy.
Aloy. Marks. I'll add it to the pile. Come, sit.
Okay.
Lizard?
No thanks.
Not good to fight on an empty stomach, you know. But now I know you're direct. Good. To business, then. Come, follow.
I got food. I can eat food. I'm gonna get beat by an old lady. Thanks, Gag. I can eat food. Where's my food? There's some of my food. Lowland trail mix. I eat food.
This'll keep me going.
See? Keep me going just fine. I don't need your lizard. Alright, this is gonna be fun.
This is a pretty steep climb.
I'll just be glad you don't have to carry me on your back. You know, there's been quite a few storms blowing through here over the last few months.
So the question becomes, am I gonna have just training weapons? Or am I gonna fight with real stuff?
There's a village nearby that flooded after a recent storm.
Hey Vino, how you doing?
I'm sure they'll be all right. Here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Let's begin.
Okay, so either this is going to be the hardest fight I've had this entire game, or it's going to be like a gimme. I'm not sure which yet.
Well, Aloy, now listen up. You're allowed your spear and a bow only, nothing else. We fight until the other yields.
Okay.
Ready?
Wait. I have a couple of questions first.
Should have asked back at the fire. Could have had a snack. Go on, then.
Okay, alright, fine. We'll fight.
All right. Let's do this, then.
Don't hold back, Aloy. I won't.
Okay, so I get training weapons, right? Yep. I'm gonna switch my outfit. Oh, really? Okay, so actually my gear before actually did nothing. So my gear did nothing, actually. Okay. Oh, come on. Ow! Fuck me! Oh, she used it up.
And if you're strong, endure.
Okay, she's good. Oh, come on. I can't see where the fuck she is. Oh, come on! Alright, we'll try it again.
Failure teaches its own lessons. Do you want to try again?
I would like to try again, because actually I was doing pretty good. It is a tough fight, though. This game is such a gem. I really love the lore and the narrative. I have some issues with the mechanics of the game, but it is not preventing me from enjoying it. Oh, I could use my Valor Surge. Ow. Oh. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Alright, gotta stay careful. 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2. I should have gone for the critical, but I think we're about done. Critical. Win.
I yield. Well done, Aloy. Someone must have trained you well.
A lot of
You're pretty
someone's.
tough yourself.
Many challengers have trained with me over the years, each one the same as the last in one way or another. But you're quick, persistent, stubborn. You fight as someone who has always had to stand alone to survive.
Huh.
I know it.
You figured that out, huh?
You may not be of my blood, but you are of my blade, cut from the same steel. So here is my wish for you, Aloy. Do more than just survive. Flourish. The world will be better for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do my best.
I know you will. Now, let me see that spear.
Okay.
Careful.
Pretty thing. But I can make it better.
Okay. That was fast. What'd you do?
A hard journey for one so young. And you have much more to do, still, I think. I'd like to believe I've had some small part in preparing you.
Actually, we really don't have much more to go, I don't think.
And if I wanted to train with you again?
You'd be most welcome.
The Enduring completed. +3 skill points, spear damage, yeah! Awesome. So this reminds you of Native American dances. What do you mean, like the outfits you mean, Fino? I want to finish off this tree, because I think there's an achievement for it. Yep, there we go. Got a trophy, rather. So there we go. Got a trophy for that. What other stuff do we have? We got 1 skill point left. Yeah, okay, so not really anything I can do with that. So that's our first tree done. Sometimes fighting someone can help you understand them better. Not always, but sometimes. Yeah, it's a common trope in a lot of books and such, too. You like her feathery wing things? Yeah, she's got a really nice looking outfit. Like, honestly, most of them have really nice looking outfits. Great quest. Yes, absolutely. Great quest. Totally worth it. Extra damage. Totally. Oh, not the wrong mount. Where's my Sunwing? Hello, Sunwing. There it is. Whee! Rebel camps. Remains of an ancient... Among the remains. Okay, so no, we haven't seen... All right, so I haven't seen anything ping, so not this one. Can we pick up another one of these? Oh god, we can. Okay, so I think I'd like to just go drop this on a base and just watch what happens. Alright, so we need to get to the other side of Gaia base. It's gonna be a little bit of a flight. You get it? In all cases where I live, it's nothing but a Native American / Hispanic culture. Maybe a bit of Korean or Chinese at times. Okay. I mean, fair enough. I don't think we have a whole lot of Native American culture in my general area, or at least in my specific region of my state. I know that there are some reservations a little bit ways off, but I'm not too familiar with them. You really want to suggest a dance of the culture to look at? It would be the buffalo dance. Okay. I'll have to take a look. Hey, shell walkers. Okay. Bad Vista Point. You go away. But how are you doing, Vino? I hope you've been well. I know it's been a while since you've been able to stop by. I hope you've been doing well. Let's see. My thinking is that I probably want to hit the one in center of No Man's Land first, because that's the one I think I have not looked at closest. I spent a lot of time by the one near Silence, mostly because I was lost for probably a good couple of hours trying to figure out where to go. Haven't I seen the news lately? I pay attention to a lot of the news. But I wasn't aware of anything specific that would be exceptionally crazier than normal, if that makes sense. Okay, there's the Horus right there, off in the distance. Things have been alright. I'm still struggling with being unemployed, but generally speaking, I'm doing okay. Check out the whole fungus virus going on now. Fungus virus? Like, aren't those two different things? Or do you just mean a fungal infection? Also, I swear to God, if it's cordyceps, like, I'm just gonna become a prepper. I swear to God, if that's what it is. Alright, so there is the other Horus. I'm really hoping that we're going to get some sort of indication soon that we're getting close to a base. Really? Nothing. Really? Huh. That's not it, right? No, that's just a ruin. I guess we'll go take a look at the other Horus over there. They found a new virus that from what you've seen is like a fungus, starting to look like The Last of Us. Oh, please, God, no. I don't need that. Okay, Jagged Deep. We took out that base. That base is gone. Huh, have we seen any other Horuses around? I've only seen 3 that I know of. And I don't think there's anything here. I would have thought we would have found something if it was this one. Alright, well, I guess let's just head back out and see what we can find. We'll go back to the west. You're scared for the DLC, Gak? The trailer showed the Horuses moving? Oh, God. Oh, that's a little terrifying, Gak. I don't want to have to deal with a Horus that's moving. Oh, geez, that's really not good to hear, Vino. I hope that everything is... I hope they're getting it under control, because that stuff's scary. Viruses, like, as we've seen the last couple of years, like, that shit can get scary super fast. I haven't seen the trailer for Burning Shores. Granted, I haven't decided whether I'm getting it at any point. But I don't know, probably will at some stage once it becomes cheap enough.
What this is? Okay.
I don't know how much content there'll be for 20 bucks. I mean, I would expect... Well, because I would say I would expect a similar amount of content to what was in the Frozen North revolver. That would be my thought. I don't know how much... I don't know the extent of the content, though, that was in Frozen North, just because I didn't play all the way through. I would expect a new region. Like, I also think it raised the level cap. Does anybody else see a Horus? Wait, over there. There's one. You can see the tentacle a little bit. At this point, I don't know what the world is coming to, but keeping your priority set might sound a little bit crazy when you're starting to stock up on canned supplies and ammo, just saying. I mean, it's never a bad idea to stock up on food. It's never a bad idea. Yeah, that's a Horus out there. Okay, so there's a 4th Horus that we didn't know, that I didn't know about. Is there really another camp out here? Like, there were 2 other camps out that way. And can you imagine just engaging these things and trying to fight them? I do believe that that is our camp. I think we found it, folks. Yepers. Devil's Grasp.
Holdouts. Some of them are still around, even though Regalla's out of the picture. It's a good thing that officer in Tilda told me about them.
Bombs away!
Horus. What are they doing here?
Okay, that was pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie, that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome.
Watch that Norris movement! I'm coming! Over here!
was like a fucking nuke. Like, bruh. Oh, God.
Figure out what these guys are up to.
Oh, you butthead. Got him. Got him.
There.
Hey, there's the one out here shooting at me still. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a bristleback. Ow, that hurt a little bit. I like how they're just getting themselves hurt by their own friggin' machines. It's just chaos. Ow, that hurt a little bit. Boom. Ow, ooh, ouch. Thank you. Let's go.
Spotted her.
Well, come get me then. Thank you. I'll take that. Claw Strider tail. Thank you very much.
Get back.
Dead. Now we're on YOLO strats. Ow. Ow, that hurt a little bit. Ow. Gotcha. Oh, that's the champion. I thought that was the leader. Oh, you did you? I will help find.
Here she is.
Ow, who the hell just did that? Is that the fucking champion? Where is he at? Where's that asshole at? Who the hell keeps throwing? Okay, you want to keep playing that game, huh? You little shit.
Revenge!
Missed.
Keep it going! Take it back! Hold on!
There's another one. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. Alright, now I just gotta get over there and get that stupid butthead. Get up. Okay, I guess we're going for the champion next.
She's there!
Ow. Oh, okay. I think he just got his shield detonated or the resonator hit by his own dude. Are you done? Eating food.
Bad call, Outlander.
What? What? Bro.
I'll shoot her down.
Stop throwing shit at me. Oh, there's the champion. Okay, or the leader.
One cut at a time.
Oh, I missed it. I missed the chance to get the crit because I'm an idiot. Oh! I tried to roll through that and the iframes were not with me. That just one-shotted me, didn't it? Was I at full health or no? Oh well. That was unfortunate. Wait, where's my Sunwing? Oh, is my Sunwing dead? Did they shoot it down? You fuckers!
Okay, spit it out.
I'm gonna gut y'all like a... Okay, I'm done. We're done. We're done. I am done with your asses. Come get me. I've had enough. So this is really stupid. I hate it. That it checkpoints you in such a weird way that you lose things sometimes. Like, I don't understand why I lost my Sunwing. Come on and get it. Let's do this again. Oh, missed. Oh god, this is my second. Oh, nice, you just ran over your own dude. Cool. I am A-okay with that. No, no, you don't. By help, you mean run them over, right? Because that's kind of what you did. Ooh. Ow, good hit.
We'll finish this.
Did that dude just shoot an arrow while on the ground? Okay, there we go. We're about where we were before. Roughly. I'm very, very annoyed by that leader.
I knew it.
Oh, this might be a problem. Javelin time. Okay, that was not the smartest thing I've ever done. Can I just... Are you fucking kidding me? Thank you. Shotgun approach actually worked. No, you can't. Why don't you start looking for me, though? That might help. Oh, this will be good.
She thinks she can hide in there. We'll hunt you down this time.
Nice try, sir. Oh, you're not dead yet? Why? That is some bullshit. Now we're done. No, miss. Oh, we got a crit. Thank you. Where's the other one? I think they are up here. I'm very miffed that I have to go get another Sunwing because y'all assholes. Very, very miffed. Could you, like, can I get up there? Or are you just gonna stay up there and be up putts? Nad stab, yeah, it was pretty brutal, but they deserved it. Like, every bit of it.
Enough fooling around!
I'm taking that. Alright, what else is left? Where are they? I hear them. Here's one. Way over there. I still haven't found the leader, which I assume is the dirtbag throwing the rocks. And I'm sure he'll be up here somewhere.
Stay
Hi.
and fight this time.
Got him. Rock to the face. Holy shit, he is lobbing them from downtown. I can't believe that asshole hit me.
Let's get this over with.
Uh-oh. We got incoming.
No victory without bloodshed.
Oh god. I almost threw that one. Okay. Alright, let's move down here. Get myself a little bit of range. So I can hit him with this. Oh, that little asshole. Little punk.
I want you dead.
Okay. Why don't you come and get it? Okay, or you could just deflect the damn thing. There you go. There you go, buddy. Good job. You did it. Okay, now I gotta go deal with your friend. We're almost done. I think this is the last one, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Ow. That one was close. Oh, there's two.
She's injured.
But she's still killing them all. Where's the last one? There you are.
Face your
We're still not done. Okay. Who's left? It's endless. I really hope not, because that would mean it's been really hard to beat this. I hear somebody. Oh, there's two more. Okay. Three more. I see a third one in the back. Oh, heavy weapons dude might be a problem. Okay, I might need to pull some bullshit on these ones. Heavy weapons dude is gonna be a pain. I still haven't found the leader. Cool.
You'll find her.
On what mode do you have the story? You have the story mode on, because I know for sure hard mode is endless. It is hard mode, but it is definitely not endless. It is absolutely not endless. That would be so ridiculously unfair. Let's see. Do I have any potions? I do. Raise the gate.
Let's stop. Okay. She's evaded us.
She has.
Her coming back, right?
I do like these advanced throwers. I need more blast plates. Darn, I gotta find more of those. Okay, now let's see about being an absolute asshole.
I think this is where they're going
this time. No!
Oh god!
Engaging target!
Ow. Ooh, that was a good dodge. A little bit more. Oh, good sidestep. Okay, that was a knockback. Ooh, Jesus, dude. Okay, we're gonna be a little... We might want to do the unfair thing, maybe. Oh, you actually don't care about that. Okay, cool. Good to know. Oh fuck, don't have me trapped in here, dude. Oh, come on. Don't fucking trap me in here. Oh, don't be a dick and trap me. Not what I meant to do, but okay. Thank you.
I better take a look around.
Well, that was fun. Oh, that would have been nice to have before. Hit him with that stupid thing. Okay, that was fun. Right? I'm like completely out of healing. Alright, what do we got to say here? It's been a while since we found one of these.
To all engineers and operatives, return immediately to First Forge. Clearly, none of you are competent enough to deal with that blasted Nora.
What is First
So we'll
Forge?
continue to work where she can't get to us. And in the unlikely event that she does, I'll have the pleasure of dealing with her personally.
You really want to bet on that?
Rock savior of Meridian.
Sarah has a base. If I can find it, I can put an end to the Sons of Prometheus. What else have you been up to?
Examine parchment.
Orders to increase the number of machines being captured and overridden. That is not good.
No, it's not. Oh, more stuff. Well, that's a lot of override stuff.
It's an override module, like mine. That's been altered.
How?
Looks like it needs to be inside a machine to work. That's what the equipment outside is for.
Uh-oh.
They pierce through the machine's armor and insert the module to override it. So the rebels harvest ancient corruptors in the area with the override modules. And I'm guessing the Sons of Prometheus modify them to be shoved into machines permanently. And now they have orders to override a lot of
Ah, that's how they do it.
if I destroy the equipment in this camp. That ought to put a dent in their plans.
That makes more sense then. Alright, so what equipment do I need to destroy?
Built the override module on my spear from one of them. Now the Sons of Prometheus are using them too.
Oh, right there. Oh, those are corrupt. No, okay, so we don't destroy those. Alright, so what do they want us to destroy? What supplies? Do they mean the barrels? No, those are just sparkers. Alright, we're gonna actually turn that off. Destroy the overriding equipment. Where is the overriding equipment? Was that stuff we saw earlier in the area? I don't remember seeing any like that. That's what they want, I think. The stuff that's in there. Maybe. Okay, can I get inside? Okay. Oh, well, maybe not. Just a bunch of supplies. I'll take the supplies, though. Oh, lots of supplies. That's just a Ravager cannon I can pick up. I'm looking for a scan that'll give it to me.
Okay, I need to find Sarah's hideout. First Forge.
Not yet. I need to
Aaron's got me
find.
figure out where she would set up camp.
I want to find the stuff to finish this area first, because I don't want to have to do it again. Because this still isn't done. But I still haven't seen any supplies. All I've seen are the sparkers. Those are just detonation things I can shoot. That's a grapple point, right? Gate controls, rope ladder, old barrel, grapple point. The old barrel was in the supplies, right? That's just a grapple point.
They held machines down with this.
Ah, this is what they mean.
Hammer. It has an override module like mine, but different. I think this is what the holdouts use to override machines.
Okay,
If
so
I get rid of it, the holdouts will have fewer of them.
do I just... How do I destroy it? Oh, just... Triangle, disable.
That'll make it harder for the holdouts to override any new machines.
Alright, well there's another outpost done. That might be... Okay, so I think the first forge is actually going to be the last outpost, I think is what they want me to figure out in this case. Okay, so we just need to get ourselves back to Aaron to talk to him and figure out what the heck's going on with that. I am really irritated that they killed my Sunwing. Those bastards. They killed my Sunwing. I don't know how they were allowed to do it because everything else reverted, but the Sunwing. That annoys me because I have no idea where another Sunwing is in this area, so I don't know, but we did get the Sunwing override. We are able to fly just like the 10 used to. Well, maybe not just like they used to, but like we get to fly. That's the important part. And we're ready to take on the Zenith. This is gonna be fun, especially since we recruited Regalla. But I think we're gonna have to wait until the next episode for that one, folks. I think we'll take on the first forge and wipe out the Sons of Prometheus, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump on in to take out the Zeniths. And I don't know if that's it. I don't know if that is going to be the end of this, or if there's more past this. Silence is going to try to betray us, or if Tilda is going to try to betray us, or everybody's going to try to betray us. I'm assuming it's everybody because that's how this game rolls. But that's my thought. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have enjoyed the episode, and I look forward to seeing you here for the next one.